Let's go on the beat with the guys from around the NFL. We've got Chris Wesseling and Greg Rosenthal to weigh in on Joseph Randle, running back for the Dallas Cowboys. Is this a pot shot that he took at DeMarco Murray, saying that he watched him run last year and that Murray left a lot of meat on the bone? Is that a slam or just chatter?
I took it as the opportunities there for Randle. I didn't take it as a slam on Murray.
So you don't think Randle necessarily knows what the meat on the bone necessarily means? And look, Randle has some stats to back it up. A guy who averaged over 6 yards per carry, he showed when they gave him the ball that he could be as productive as Murray per play.
He just didn't get it that much.
Well, he showed that last year. The year before, he averaged 3 yards per carry. So when you have 50 carries a year, there's a wide rate of fluctuation there. You're right. As a change of pace back who faced softer fronts when Murray was running against harder fronts, he did have a good year last year.
Yeah, I'm surprised you say this, Wes, because when you watch Joseph Randle run, people knock him for being slim. There he got a nice hole. But I saw him break a lot of tackles. I saw him finish runs. He was a hard-running guy, and he weighs 210 pounds. It's not like he's a 195 Darren Sproles type of guy. I saw a guy that made people miss in the hole. I saw someone I think will be the best running back on this team this year.
I saw a change of pace back. He's good as a role player. He's good for 6 or 8 touches a game. When the defense is tired, when the opportunity is right, he's good for that role.
Well, let's go back to what Greg said a second ago. You said you think he'll be the best running back on this roster. If Darren McFadden is listening, that's a shot across the bow to him.
Absolutely. I've seen Darren McFadden play for the last 3 or 4 years. He hasn't looked nearly as good on those carries as Randle did a year ago. Randle's got some juice, some burst. I mean, he has what you look for. Yes, you have to see him get 200 carries before you know whether he can do it or not, but I'd give him the chance. A lot more talent than McFadden.
McFadden lacks lateral agility. He's a very good power runner when he's in the right blocking scheme. When he ran for Hugh Jackson, he was one of the top 3 or 4 running backs in the NFL.
That was 5 years ago.
It was also in the right blocking scheme, and now he's going to have the best offensive line in football, the same line that Joseph Randle got the run behind last year.
No juice, though, when you look at McFadden. He's not making people miss. I guess that's what impressed me.
He's running them over.
It wasn't just the blocking for me for Randle. He made a lot of plays on his own that was very impressive.
So what happens if both of these guys show up and have solid years behind that offensive line? What does it say about DeMarco Murray and if the Cowboys made the right choice in letting him walk to Philadelphia?
Well, they took a huge gamble by letting Murray go, and that would prove that they were very smart to do so and spend their money elsewhere. It's a big gamble because even though I like Randle, I think McFadden isn't even a lock to contribute much this year, and I don't know if Randle can carry it all by himself. They might still need someone else.
Well, I agree. It's a huge gamble. It's a big if to say, did they make the right decision? I think the hypothetical there was if these guys do well, then I guess that is
Wes is like Jerry Jones. He's still looking at that old Darren McFadden college tape thinking that guy's got to show up. That's long past.
What I do think is funny is despite what Jerry Jones says about how Darren McFadden is going to be the guy and they're happy with who they have, they continue to bring in guys to work out. So what is it? Are you happy or are you still looking?
Well, they didn't draft anyone. And to me, that said something about Randle. He was the guy they really knew in Dallas that they had in their pocket, and maybe they didn't feel like running back was that huge a need because they had him.
I think they have a different philosophy than other people expect them to have after what happened with Murray. They think that running backs are easily replaceable, and it's all a credit to the offensive line.
Well, we will find out if they are wrong or not come the 2015 season. In the meantime, it is a great storyline, McFadden versus Randle. One of many storylines brewing as OTAs roll on. You can track a whole lot more across the league by heading to NFL.com/AroundTheNFL.